3, 2, 1, Archer pills. Uh, 3, 2,
3,
1
2, 1
pills, and
Archer
Archer
pills.
gonna be out of the gate here first with a really nice immediate blue horizontal, that second pill. Betty on her side trying to set up some blue horizontal action on the top of her board, looking to get that. This board for Betty, it's really blue play. I don't particularly like it for her.
No, I don't like it either. When you have to break through a blue line of defense, then that's not it's not how you want to go. Archer kind of working through is now gotten a very floaty type of board here and may experience slight bits of drop time, which could hinder, but I don't think you're maybe. I thought it was like, I'm just gonna say against people that combo like crazy, I'm not gonna say, oh, you shouldn't have dropped it there. Oh, you shouldn't have dropped it there, because 9 times out of 10, I'm wrong.
Yeah, with these combo players, it's kind of hard to tell. Betty, Archer, Dave Smith says who we're going to see in the next match. Uh, Sometimes it's really hard to call these players because you just never know what exactly they've got going inside their Dr. Mario brains here. But I see Betty with a really nice combo set up here. She's down to just 4 viruses remaining. Gonna need 2 more blues. Now, when she gets them, you're gonna see her prioritize the left side because that's going to eliminate her drop time down to just 1 row. She gets it, and there's the final blue for her out at a 134. Archer just looking for 2 more reds to join Betty into level 7. Where is it, game?
Doc,
Here it
come
is.
on. Out of
148 for Archer.
148. Wow, I think the doctor's in a mood today. That's all I can really say, because wow, he's not being really nice. I well, if you look over Archer's board, having to break through another line of defense, but that's going to help. And lovely sweet tea into another drop clear as well. Really nice play there into a horizontal. Yep, here they come. Flindo, and it's sticking fast.
Yeah, really curious as to why Archer didn't lay that blue horizontally and get the other blue that was on the right. May have just been trying to keep a little bit of diversity on the board. But either way, it is now cleared out. And speaking of diversity, Prey, it's a lot of yellow. In fact, pretty much only yellow on this top line for Archer, and giving Betty a chance to pull a significant lead over Archer right now. It's 11 virus advantage for Betty.
Yeah, we're almost a nightmare scenario for Archer here, I would say, because needing to break through that yellow, but also not getting the pills to do so, to help out in any way, shape, or form. But is sort of making this work. Betty's beginning to get a little bit drowned here, but is just needing a couple of blues. That blues is going to drop down on the yellow on column 1. Now only needing 1 red. Will find it and is out of a level 7 at 313. Meanwhile, 9 viruses behind. That was a brilliant clear. 9 viruses behind. Now 7. Archer getting close to that level 8.
Yeah, Archer with that fat log that you saw at the bottom of the board was really nice to see. Love this play by Archer, taking the red blues down. It is going to cause them a little bit of drop time, but not too bad. Curious to see what the play for this yellow is. Opportunities to take it horizontally, opportunities to take it vertically, taking it horizontally, just waiting for the yellow to show up. There it is. Archer out at a 352, but a 15 virus deficit now behind Betty, who Prey has just absolutely destroyed this level 8 so far.
Betty grabbed a flamethrower, looked at the board, and is burning it. That is literally all I can say. Like for certain, here down to 12 viruses. Now, literally coming up to it now, exactly 1 minute after she got into this level, there's only 8 viruses left.
Yeah, it's Betty just it's absolutely insane the speed that she has had on this level 8. Betty burn, level 8 Inferno, and Archer just doing their best to get down as Betty gets out of level 8 at a 436. A nice setup for Archer there with that horizontal blue. But this tower in column 2, Prey, or excuse me, rather 3. I'm really kind of concerned for Archer. They're not able to get this down quickly. Oh, and that didn't help.
Oh, yeah. I think that one I can actually say was a little bit of a misdrop, but has potential to clear it out. Is going to get some nice set of pills to potentially do so. Actually, a nice little horizontal setup there, and is going to take it. Just kind of dropping it down. You'd have to think now that Archer's going to have to
Oh,
potentially underclear that blue.
yeah. Well, no, just gonna go ahead and sacrifice the drop time. I don't hate it because they saw the blue in the next box. Fortunately, got
Mm.
another one out at a 532, but a 25 virus now deficit behind Betty B plays G's. This is gonna take a miracle for Archer to get back into that one as Betty gets a little extended fat log there on her board. But Betty's still needing quite a bit of red in this end game. If the doctor decides to be a turd like he does sometimes, then this could be good for Archer. It's just kind of going to depend on what he decides to do to Betty here. Surprised she's not already setting up for that horizontal red, but she is doing it now.
Yeah, and is going to get that horizontal red out. It's going to drop everything down. This leads up to horizontaling out the rest of the board. Only needing that one is out, just out at 619. Booyaka booyaka. So Betty gets the first crown, which, to be fair, with the speed that she was going, fair play. But Archer was playing incredibly.
Yeah, absolutely. Both players have put together some really amazing things here. But it is Betty getting out first in Packy style at 619. And Archer, we'll see if they decide to go ahead and finish this one out.
No, it's gonna
No, I'm gonna go ahead and get reset for game two. Try and force Betty into paying her tuppence and feeding the crows here.
feed them crows. Feed them crows. That was a good first game from both players, but just Betty was in top gear.
Indeed, indeed. We are gonna get reset here for game two, and our chat saying that level 7 for Archer was just horrendous, and yes, agreed.
Yeah, it was a little bit nasty on Archer's side, but worked with it. You know, didn't give up as much as sometimes we would want to look at a board and be like, nope. Um, we just have to plow on through with everything that we've got presented to us by the game. When in doubt, blame the doctor. That's all I'm going to say.
Indeed, indeed. We do have a ready from Miss Betty.
And I'm ready from Archer. Time for game number 2 in this best of 3. Can Archer bring it to a decider, or is Betty going to end the series here? We have a countdown in 3, in 2, in 1. Pills for game 2.
Absolutely. Looks like both players playing on high off. So that's the my new strategy now is high off. Shout outs to Team Fever though. It's a great choice no matter what Packy said in the last match. But anyway, getting into this game here, we have Betty already making some really nice plays down to 20 for her. Archer just one virus behind at 21. Oh, do it, Archer. Yes. A
Love it.
nice triple combo to clear out 4 viruses on Archer's board. Down now to 13. But this column 8 prey is probably going to slow Archer down a bit.
Archer's hyper focusing on the first few columns and not realizing that there is a tower forming, or a tower still up there on column 8. Has potential, actually good potential here to do a very nice.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. It's kind of that's kind of cleared it up. You might want to leave that blue until last. It's just gonna take it now, leaving out the yellow, and it's out into 7 first.
And it looks like Betty. Oh, a couple misdrops here
Oh
for Betty
no.
on both columns. It's really unfortunate. She can underclear. She's gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of drop time to do it though. But two more yellow pill halves will do it. She's going to stand this one up exactly. Now just sandwich that in
There we
there.
go.
128 for Betty, still with that sub 130 par time that we're looking for. But holy cow, look over at Archer, already down to 16 prey.
Betty said, "Hey Archer, do you want the flamethrower? Sure, here you go." That's and it's really burning this board down. Wow. And it's setting
Yeah.
up plans. You can see setting up some major plans, and that pill is going to do it. It's going to drop everything down really nicely, allowing that one pill yellow half to stay on there. Now opened up a horizontal. Meanwhile, Betty, the pills are the viruses are clustered. So we got a ways here, Flindo. And again, look, plans for Betty here as well. That horizontal is going to set up and drop everything down nicely. And a beautiful double clear lightning bolt there.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now it's basically a tie game here. Betty done just a phenomenal job to get back into this game. Just because you have a rough level 6 does not mean the game is over. And it is Betty at 238, Archer now at 242. Betty has a 4-second lead now over Archer with a very heavy yellow and blue top line.
Yeah, here we go. The game's deciding, oh, you're burning this too quickly. I'm going to give you a line of defense. And here it comes. But I think Archer's facing somewhat the same problem with no true access to blue. So is going to have to figure that out. But Archer is very good at doing that. Just as long as, the pills don't get clustered and swallowed up amongst each other.
Yeah, this is not a good board for Archer. You hate to see this, but looking over at Betty, she's a little bit clustered here too. This red blue gonna help to open that up a little bit. You gotta think at one point, or still now, she might look to clear out this yellow horizontally in column 3. I don't think it's the best play now that she's especially she's cleared some stuff up and she's got better options now. In fact, she might even try to clear out the red horizontally and drop those yellows down. And that's exactly what she is signifying that she wants to do. And she gets it. 16 viruses, now 14 for Betty, 9 for Archer, who really cleaned this up. And now just need 2 blue reds would be great now for Archer. There's one of them absolutely going to take this blue and drop that down. 1 red for Archer will put them into level 9 out at a 423. Betty really not far behind. This double red, interestingly takes it and sacrifices a little bit of drop time. Didn't know that the red yellow was going to come up, but it does come up. Betty gets out at about a 433. It is Archer with a slight lead as we go into level 9. Really nice board here for Betty, and look at this combo.
We love to see combos like that, and it's worked out extremely well in her favor. It's kind of brought her back into the game almost instantly off of that one clear alone. Archer down to 32, Betty at 25, and this game is going to get really close here, Flindo.
Yeah, I gotta say, Betty definitely has the more favorable board. That huge cluster of blue in the center of Archer's board just really is a slowing point, and until just recently has not been getting any blues to speak of whatsoever. But it is not over yet for Archer. Archer gotten through that little mess, only down by 3 viruses here. Still looking to see more blue pills though, and starts to get them. Betty down to 14. Nice horizontal into a triple. Leaves her with a bit of garbage that I don't think she expected to have, but it's out of the way. It's down at the bottom. It's not a big deal. Prey, this is still really close.
Still really close here, but I think the one downfall for Archer here is going to be that yellow pill, that yellow virus in column 8. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. Well, actually, no, a good red yellow here would be perfect. But meanwhile, over on Betty's side of the board, down to 4 viruses left, only yellows and blues to speak of. It's going to need that one yellow to drop everything down. Is gonna get it, and it's gonna be too little too late. Betty's out at a 6:17 to go faster than our previous time. And it's so close. Only 2 blue halves to do it. And there it is, down 633. Betty progresses in this tournament bracket. Well played to both players.